Hello, YouTube Nation. This is Brian with Vermillion Enterprises, 5324 Spring Hill Drive in sunny, brisk, chilly Spring Hill, Florida, about an hour north of Tampa here. And it is Friday. We're going into the weekend, February 6, 2026. And it's time for a premiums update, inventory update video. And boy, there are some changes, folks. Big changes yesterday and the day before, and so we're updating our buy sell prices here in the shop, and they are definitely premiums are on the rise, folks. It's amazing the demand that there is for physical right now, even in a horribly obviously manipulated inorganic market right now, and I'm impressed. I really am. I'm surprised that with the blatant manipulation that's going on in the markets right now, that the demand for physical is as strong as it is. Silver in the last 12, 13 hours dipped all the way to 65 when I was going home last night, to now it's back to 74. It was just 75. So I mean, the massive daily swings that we're seeing in the silver market is definitely making it a very interesting and treacherous place to do business. We're going to hang in there, though. We are just focused on right now, here in my shop at least, on building liquidity, and therefore allowing material once it's sold just to be gone and not replacing it at this point, because honestly you can't trust it. So when yesterday going home it's $65 an ounce, and today when I came in it's $75 an ounce for silver. I mean, that's just, I mean, how can you as a business trust that and want to stock a position of that? I'm looking at the chart right now for gold, and it's this. And we're talking about, what's the timeline on here? In an 8-hour window, it's doing this. And it's up for it's up $101 already today. It's insane. It's crazy. Big market news for the industry from yesterday. Basically, margin calls on gold and silver are doubling. So you're talking about even a more major liquidity crunch for the industry. It's going to be slower payouts from the big boys and girls out there to the little fellows like myself. And so that's what I think the near future holds for the industry, is that it's going to be really important for smaller dealers such as myself to stay liquid, cash positive, because our trading partners they're under intense pressure right now, and these margin calls, they can be definitely crippling. On that note, I wouldn't be surprised if you see some players in the industry either fall or just back out and say, hey, you know what, we're done for the time being. We're going to let this nonsense settle down, get to some stability in the market, because there's no stability in the market right now. And I think you might actually legitimately see that, and that's understandable. So either be prepared for that, I would say, and also I would also recommend that if you receive a check from anybody in the industry, doesn't matter who it is, you deposit that check immediately. Slam that check in the bank like now. All right, do not wait on that. You get a check, whether it's in the mail or handed to you, you go right to your bank and you deposit that check. All right, do not lollygag with that. That is some straight up advice. And if there's people out there that are saying, hey, I gotta, here's a check, wait 2 weeks to deposit it, or some other long period of time, you may question that. All right, so I'm just throwing that out there. It's a very treacherous time in the industry. These margin calls are going to have a trickle-down effect, a major trickle-down effect, all the way to the small guys like myself. Vermillion Enterprises, when we write you a check, you slam it immediately. Please don't hang on to it. Go to your bank immediately, slam it. I will never write you a check that cannot clear immediately. All right, now whether your bank releases the funds in a timely manner or not, that's up to your bank. But the funds will always be available in our account if I write you a check. So don't worry about that. I suggest that and I want you to run to your bank and deposit our checks just like you would anybody else's. Please do not sit on those checks. And it doesn't matter who it's from, folks. Right now in this industry, in this time period, with what's going on, get your money in your bank as fast as possible. Don't lollygag with that. All right, we got major premium news today, major inventory. Here's news. So Vermillion Enterprises is moving forward with the mindset of building liquidity. We are not going to be stocking a ton of inventory like we have. In fact, this is the least amount of inventory I've had since probably year one or year two in inception. I'm not stocking it anymore. It's right now it's an unreliable risk based on what we're seeing in these market movements, and then also the external pressure of these margin calls. So we're building liquidity here. We're going to be turning and burning deals as fast as we can. You saw us run out of coals yesterday, ran a sale, flash sale, -6 per ounce on coals, sold out in 42 minutes yesterday, 1,500 units gone. Appreciate that, I really do. We've been slinging packages out, we only got one more package to get out that got paid overnight, so we're staying on top of that, no worries there. And we're staying caffeinated, as you can probably tell, and it's a very frustrating time. So we need things just to settle down with the price of gold and silver. These fluctuations are making it very, I'll say this is an interesting marketplace. So, which is resulting in kind of interesting premium updates too, which we're going to talk about right now. So please don't be disappointed if we are not able to fill your order requests moving forward, because we're just not stocking inventory, guys. Once things settle down, then we'll start stocking inventory again. But right now we're running very lean on product, and that's not going to change anytime soon. All right, so let's run these updated premiums. I think you guys and gals, if you're sellers out there, you're going to enjoy what you're going to see here with regards to premium changes. All right, let's do it. All right, foreign gold, look at that. 1 ounce foreign gold coins, we're back to paying 99% on them. So if you got 1 ounce gold maple leafs, Krugerrands, kangaroos, pandas, nuggets, Britannias, Philharmonics, we'll pay you 99% for the 1 ounce version of those coins. Now, if you got fractional K-Rands or maples or roos, so I'm talking about the 1/10 ounce, the 1/4 ounce, the 1/2 ounce, we're still gonna pay 98% of melt on those, along with gold bars and the older foreign gold coins too, such as liras, coronas, pesos, marks, francs, sovereigns, ducats, whatever else is out there that I forgot about. 98% of melt on those. Ungraded and graded pre-33 gold, mostly 98% of melt on those, with some few exceptions. And then also the $5 and $10 gold commemorative coins, at 98% of melt on those. But 1 ounce foreign gold coins, we're now paying 99% of spot on those. All right, and market change on 1 ounce gold eagles, 1 ounce gold buffaloes. We are now paying the spot price of gold for 1 ounce gold eagles and 1 ounce gold buffaloes. I do not have a lot in the shop. I'm completely out of buffaloes. We are now charging spot plus 3% on eagles and buffaloes in the 1 ounce size. Fractional gold eagles, I am out. We are buying fractional tenths at or 10th ounce gold eagles at melt plus 3%, and quarters and halves, we are buying them at melt. Once we get some in stock, we'll make them available, but currently we are out. Oh, we got a little interesting thing here that you guys and gals might be interested in. A customer has sold us a number of these over the last couple days. I'm going to offer them up to you guys at melt plus 3%. These are PCGS MS63 1904 $20 libs. If you're interested in these, reach out. Melt plus 3%. Come on into the shop. We got a handful of these in the shop. I think there's 5 or 6, maybe 7, something like that. Not sure. But once they're gone, they are gone. Again, I'm not stocking them. All right, Platinum Eagles. We are buying them at spot price of platinum plus $75 per ounce. We are out. Once we get them back in the shop, we will make them available. But currently, we are out of 1 ounce Platinum Eagles. But we are buying them at the spot price of platinum plus $75 per ounce. All right, gold, silver, dollars. You saw us run our special yesterday. Sold out in 42 minutes. We're going to start stocking them again at spot -8 per unit and be selling at -3. So right now, paying -8 on those. No changes in premiums on dollars or junk silver. but everything else is changing, which we're going to get to here in a minute. Coals are -8. All right, junk silver paying -10 on 1964 to and before. Dimes, quarters, and half dollars. We're essentially out of these. What you see in the bucket here is pretty much already been reserved for purchase orders that we got to get filled here today. So as of right now, we are out of junk 90, but we are paying -10 for it, which is right in lines with the highs for in the industry. I know a lot of guys and gals out there paying much less than -10 on it. We're going to hold that line for right now, buying at -10, selling at -5. I was offered bags of 90 from one of the majors yesterday at -7. And so that tells you where we're at. We're right at the national high where we're buying at -10, folks. Junk 40 got cleaned out yesterday on it, buying it at -13. Once we get it restocked, we'll be selling at -8. All right, first major premium update here. Generic silver, we're now buying at -2, going to be selling at +1. We're essentially out of it. We have some rounds in stock. That is about it. Once we get this buy some more across the counter, we'll make it available, but currently buying at -2, selling at +1. And when we're seeing $10 to $20 swings in silver in a day, you can see how treacherous of a marketplace this is when we have a $3 delta on our premium spread. So you got a $3 spread, but yet silver's bumping up and down 10, 20 bucks a day. It's a very interesting place to operate within, and that's why I think you'll see and are seeing players step out of the game, just because you're making as much money as you're losing, or maybe I should say it the other way around. You're losing as much money as you're making, and that is at that point you're just spinning your wheels like, what are we doing? Let's just go fishing. Let's just go get some coffee, sit back, and watch this chaos unfold until this thing settles down, whenever that might be the case. So we got a $3 spread, and yet silver is unfortunately moving in the 20% range per day. Fun, fun, fun. All right, Silver Eagles, big move here, paying spot plus $4 per ounce on solid date retail friendly tubes of Silver Eagles, selling them at spot plus 8. Basically out though, folks. We got just a handful of tubes left after yesterday, so we're now paying spot plus $4 per ounce on a retail friendly solid date tubes of American Silver Eagles. And if you guys and gals bring them into the shop, I'm going to, just so you know, it's going to be extraordinarily critical on the quality of these coins. So if you're wanting spot plus 4, here's the deal. Each coin in the tube must be the exact same date. There must be 20 coins in the tube too. It has to be a full tube. And there cannot be milk spots on it, no surface abrasions, no colorization, no scruffiness. They got to be retail friendly, nice, blast white tubes of Silver Eagles. Those we're paying plus 4, selling at plus 8. Now if you have off quality Silver Eagles, which we're out of, we got cleaned out of yesterday, we're buying these at spot -2, selling them at spot. So we're paying spot -2 on these. These are going to be coins that are not solid date tubes of Silver Eagles, meaning that there's not 20 coins of the same year in the exact same tube. And these coins could have blemishes on them, could be colorized, scruffiness in nature, just not retail friendly material. Paying spot -2, selling at spot. All right, guys and gals. We accept payment via cash, wire, Zelle, personal checks up to $7,500 with a 2-week hold. Not sure why. We basically don't have any inventory in the shop at this moment, but as we restock, we'll make this available. We do accept also scrap gold at 90% of its value for payment towards stackable precious metals. If you are wanting to sell your scrap gold, we're buyers, 90% of its value. So if you got $1,000 worth of scrap, you're going to get paid $900. If you got $10,000 worth of scrap, you're going to get paid $9,000. If you got $100,000 worth of scrap, you're going to get paid $90,000. So if you got old 8 karat, 9 karat, 10, 14, 18, 22, 24 karat gold jewelry laying around the bottom of your jewelry box, you just don't wear it anymore, you can't wear it, it's broken, you don't like it, you never liked it, still has the tags on it, or it could be in pieces, we'll buy it at 90% of its value. What determines the value? Well, the price of gold at the time of the transaction, the weight of the material, and then the purity of the metal all come together and form that magical number. So we're talking gold class rings, chains, earrings, bracelets, wedding bands, earrings, probably already said that, pendants, brooches, lapel pins, anything like that that's gold, we'll turn that into cash money for you at 90% of its value, or you can apply that towards the purchase of stackable precious metals at 90% of its value. Either way, we'll be happy to help. Shipping, we ship throughout the country to your local FedEx ship centers only. $3,000 minimum order. Shipping and handling is free. Please reach out to info@igscoin.com for a purchase order. Or if you got general questions, please reach out to info@igscoin.com. I expect a wild weekend, folks. It's going to be interesting for sure. We're staying liquid. We're staying caffeinated. If there's anything we can do for you, please reach out to the shop. We'll be happy to help. I hope you guys enjoy the weekend. I think it's going to be great weather-wise here. It might be a little chilly, but should be fun. And if there is anything we can do for you, please reach out to the shop. We'll be happy to help. Enjoy your day, guys.